welcome to Tribune News on Cue. We are live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. I'm Patricia Ramirez, bringing you your this week's top stories. Let's get started. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. confirmed he is reviewing a complaint against Immigration Commissioner Joel Villado, who's accused of mishandling Pogo-related deportations. The unsigned letter alleges corruption and misconduct, particularly in releasing 3 Chinese nationals. Marcos admitted the review is difficult due to the lack of specifics. Villado denies the accusations, calling them a smear campaign and welcoming any formal investigation. A total of 41 Chinese warships and Coast Guard vessels were monitored in the West Philippine Sea throughout May 2025, the Philippine Navy said Tuesday. Sightings include 26 vessels near Bajo de Masinloc, 7 at Ayungin Shoal, and 8 off Pag-asa Island. Meanwhile, the AFP recorded over 15,000 vessels nationwide. 1,349 failed to respond to radio calls, raising maritime security concerns. Cockfighting enthusiasts voice alarm over Senate Bill 2975, fearing it could ban sabong and threaten cultural heritage and livelihoods. Breeder Joey C. and others urge lawmakers to clarify that cockfighting is excluded. They propose declaring sabong a national heritage to protect it. The Senate and House recently passed bills aiming to curb animal cruelty, including a ban on online sabong. Vice President Sara Duterte confirmed she will comply with the Senate impeachment court summons, saying her legal team is preparing a response. The summons served June 11 includes 7 articles of impeachment and directs Duterte to file a reply within 10 days. However, Representative Arnan Panaligan of the House of Prosecution panel called the summons confusing, noting procedural irregularities after the Senate earlier returned the articles to the House for clarification. Israeli forces seized the British flag Yat Madlin, carrying 12 activists including Greta Thunberg as it tried to break the Gaza naval blockade. The boat aimed to deliver symbolic aid and raise awareness of Gaza's humanitarian crisis. The crew was unharmed and is now headed to an Israeli port. Israel called the mission propaganda supporting Hamas, while the UN urged continued efforts to challenge the blockade and deliver aid. Now for sports, the Indiana Pacers claimed Game 3 of the NBA Finals with a 116-107 win over the Oklahoma City Thunder, grabbing a 2.1 series lead. Tyrese Halliburton led a well-rounded effort backed by Benedict Mathurin and Miles Turner. Indiana's defense stifled MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, limiting him to 24 points and 6 turnovers. Coach Rick Carlisle praised the team's resilience as the Pacers snapped their Game 3 curse and shifted the series momentum. Rising tennis star Alex Ayala has advanced to the quarterfinals of the Italy Open after a dominant win over Switzerland's Valentina Reiser. Ayala needed just over an hour to secure a 6-1, 6-2 victory in the round of 16. She previously beat Filipino-Australian Lisette Cabrera in the earlier round. The Filipina ace is now set to face Canada's Rebecca Marino in the quarterfinals on Friday as she continues her impressive run on the international tennis stage. Motorists face another round of fuel price hikes next week, with gasoline set to rise by 90 cents to 1 peso and 40 cents per liter and diesel by 1 to 1.40 cents. Kerosene may increase by 1.120. The Department of Energy attributes the hikes to global market shift, including U.S.-China trade signals and Iran tensions. Despite stable Asian fuel benchmarks, expected long-term demand growth and OPEC Plus supply strategies are keeping prices elevated, as experts say. Meta has invested over $10 billion in an AI startup, Scale AI, raising its valuation above $29 billion. As part of the deal, Scale founder Alexander Wang, 28, will join Meta to advance its AI development amid fierce competition. Meta gains a minority stake, while Jason Roge, Uber Eats co-founder, becomes Scale AI's new CEO. The startup plans to use the funding to boost innovation, partnership, and returns for equity holders. Celebrity couple Charlie Dizon and Carlo Aquino celebrate their first wedding anniversary. On Instagram, Charlie shared a touching tribute to Carlo, calling him her number one annoyer and absolute favorite person. She reflected on their journey together, praising his quiet strength and support. Charlie described their marriage as an adventure filled with growth, love, and gratitude, ending her message with, "Here's to us, perfectly imperfect, raw, and full of love." And that's your top stories for this week. Catch us live tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the Daily Tribune Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, Daily Tribune Official on TikTok, and at tribune.net.ph. And for your week's entertainment wrap-up at 4 p.m. on Jario Tirada's Facebook page and YouTube channel for DTT Show with Alvin Ignacio and Alex Process. Once again, I'm Patricia Ramirez, and this has been Tribune News on Cue.